Welcome again, welcome. So, how do we make competition irrelevant? Has been a nightmare to so many businesses, competition, and we hear so many businesses talking of a competitive advantage. You want to have an edge over your competitors so as to easily realize your goals. No, for in strategic management, we say there are two things that stand out. Number one, you have your goals, and number two, you have that competitive advantage. And once you have this competitive advantage, it makes it easier for you to achieve your goals. Now, this discussion is about how to make competition irrelevant. And the questions here that we need to ask ourselves are, can we make competition irrelevant? Can we make competition irrelevant? Is it possible? That is the question that we will be seeking to answer. And if it's possible, why do we need to do? What are the benefits of making competition irrelevant? Why should we make competition irrelevant if it is possible? If we make competition irrelevant, what we mean, it's very simple. That you are now operating in your own world where nobody is competing with you for the little available opportunities. You are just operating in your own world. And that means that all the opportunities that surface are simply yours to enjoy. That is what we mean by making competition irrelevant, so that you are not faced with competition in any way. So, how do we make competition irrelevant? How do we survive in a world that has no competition? We know of no competition, a world that has no competition. That is what we'll be discussing here. And we are going to borrow a lot from this model. There's this red ocean versus blue ocean strategy. Red ocean versus blue ocean strategy. The red ocean versus blue ocean strategy. And just from the what we have on the screen here, you can see in the red ocean, there's a red ocean and there's the blue ocean. And the red ocean, we have boat 1, boat 2, boat 3, boat 4, boat 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 boats, and all of them are doing what? All of them are fishing, meaning that they are competing for the available fish in this ocean. We have fish in the ocean and we have 10 boats. They are competing on because if we have fish here in the ocean, it can get caught by either this fisherman or this fisherman or this fisherman, and each of these fishermen possibly is trying to position himself or herself in a place where he can easily capture as many fish as possible. And where he will get now that what we call competitive advantage, possibly that is what is going on in their mind, and what they are doing, simply positioning themselves for the best catch. And on this other side, you can see blue ocean, we only have one boat and there is no competition. There is no competition. We are yet to know why there is no competition here. Maybe we don't have fish, or maybe, okay, let's stop guessing. We will see what is happening. But at least we know here we have 10 boats or 10 fishermen. Here, these are the blue ocean. We only have one fisherman. So maybe this slide, as we move on, will help explain. The cutthroat competition turns the ocean bloody red, hence the term red ocean. Oh, now we know. Let's read again. Cutthroat competition turns the ocean bloody red. Cutthroat competition. Why are we talking about cutthroat competition? Because there are so many fishermen. So many fishermen competing for the fish. Fish is now the resource. There are so many fishermen competing for this fish, and it means they have to come up with so many strategies that will see them successful successful or have that competitive edge against their the other competitors. So cutthroat competition, simply you want it. The other person is also in need of the same thing that you want. So you all come up with different techniques, different tactics, different strategies, different ploys, just to make sure that at the end of the day, you win what you are all looking for. So cutthroat competition turns the ocean bloody red, hence the term Ready Ocean. So the assumption here is that we have all these people are competing for the few available resources. And so the assumption is that they will come up with as many strategies. They will be busy struggling to come up with strategies to woo this the few available customers or opportunities to their side. That is what will be happening here at the Red Ocean. Let's look at the Blue Ocean. Yeah, we have the Blue Ocean there. What is happening there? That the Blue Ocean denotes all the industries not in existence today. They are non-market space, unexplored and untainted by the competition. Just that, like the Blue Ocean, it is vast, deep and powerful in terms of opportunity and profitable growth. What are they trying to say? That this is possibly a businessman who has decided to go and find his own path away from others, where others have not ventured or thought of venturing. So he has found his own path, unique path, and he has gone there by himself, and he is getting all the goodies just by himself. There are no competitors. For one reason or the other, maybe they don't know that he is there, or maybe they don't have what it takes to be there, or maybe they tried coping, but they can't. But the bottom line stands here that this particular business or businessman or fisherman, in this case, has found a way to stay away from others. He is all alone and he is enjoying all the goodies just by himself. So I think the question here is, we may want to know what this person could have done so as to find himself all alone and enjoying all the goodies just by himself, as opposed to this other side where we have so many boats or so many fishermen or so many businesses competing for the few available resources, which in this case is the fish. What is it that this person has made, or what has enabled this person to be where he is? And is it possible that you can find a route or an industry or an untapped market and venture in there in this current world? Is it possible that you can go, or you can start something that has not been done, where we don't have existing market? You just find a totally new market, you establish it as your own, and you get all the benefits that come with it. Is it possible? Those are maybe some of the questions that we'll be answering when we talk about making competition irrelevant. And once we are there, possibly, once we are in this blue ocean, will we have made competition irrelevant? I think the answer will be yes. Why? Because you can see this blue man here doesn't have any other competitor. He is all alone. He is out fishing all alone, enjoying all the goodies all alone. There is nobody here to compete with him in trying to get the resources that are here. So let's again move and see. So the assumption is that here this person has left the obvious. He has moved to what is not obvious, and he has tapped all the opportunities that are in that the not so obvious market, and he's enjoying that all by himself. And we want to find out how that is possible, or if it is possible. And there's a very good analysis here now of what really the red ocean is and how it comes about, and what the blue ocean is and how it comes about. So let's just go through all of them, and we start with this red ocean, that the businesses compete in existing market space. It means that we go into an already existing market space. People are already doing these things. The market is already established, it is there, and we go deep into, we venture into this same market, which has established businessmen supplying goods or services to established markets. So we just also go in there as normal businessmen, and we start competing, and we believe that whoever offers the best, or whoever has good customer care, or whoever has, all those things that we normally talk of competition, where you try to win that competitive advantages, where you try to sell your goods at low prices, where you try to, so that you can outwit the competitor. But the point here is this, that you have ventured into an industry that is already established, an industry that has the businessmen, established businessmen or suppliers, an industry that has established markets. So you just come in to continue doing what has already been, what is existent already, or what is normally done. So you are not coming in with any new thing. It's already, everything is already established. You just come in to fit yourself there, and of course you are increasing the rate of competition, that rivalry when you talk about competition. And so when you venture, you come into an existing market space, the whole question that is on your head is, how do I beat this competition? And that's when you talk about this cost leadership, we talk about focus, we talk about, this is somebody's work, generic model. We talk about differentiation, where I try to be unique, but within what is already existing. We talk about things like good customer care, and the rest, all those things that will give you that competitive advantage. The question that we consistently ask ourselves is, how do I beat the market? Because we are many. And you can see, we talk of differentiation or low cost. This is the work of Michael Porter, who came up with the generic strategy, that you cannot, generic strategy. And according to him, he said that you cannot pursue differentiation strategy and low cost together. You cannot pursue differentiation and low cost together. Differentiation is a uniqueness. The premium, normally it goes with premium. When you want that uniqueness, quality, when you are after quality, when you are after value, then it means you simply go for the best without really caring for what the whole model is about is, can you identify your best bearing and then stick with it? If you are going for low cost, you are kind of market are interested in low cost, then make sure that you go for the lowest cost possible. And if your target market is after class or value or premium, or premium goods or services, then give them this, that you cannot pursue the two together, because when you go for premium, definitely the cost will be high. When you go for low cost, then you don't have money for research and development. The moment you add research and development costs here, it means it will no longer be low cost. The low cost disappears. So for low cost, if you choose to go the low cost way, avoid things like research and development, avoid innovation, just give people the bare minimum and charge the least. And if it's differentiation, do research and development and charge them, let them pay at a premium. So it's either you go for differentiation or you go for low cost. If you try the two, you'll be stuck in the middle. That is a good theory called generic. It's a generic model by Michael Porter. And then, so what we are saying is that since you have joined an existing market, the question in your head will be, how do I beat the competition? Then you will obviously end up with either differentiation or low cost. For example, you end up with low cost, then you will assume that it's low cost that will lead you to the competitive advantage. It will explain why a customer will prefer you as opposed to the other person. And then, of course, you can only serve those customers who are after low cost, and that is where we're talking about segmenting existing customers. So who are these customers who are after low cost? These ones. So this is where I'll be servicing, either servicing or selling my goods. And then you exploit the existing demand. And the problem with this one is that anytime other businessmen, in quotes, see you succeeding, they will also come up with the same idea. And no, that is now the normal cycle of businesses, that where businesses are doing well, you also attract others on board so that they can come and enjoy the same profits you are enjoying. So when you are doing well, you will see other new entrants coming into the business. And when you have this new entrants, they'll struggle to also get part of your market share. And when they get part of your market share, they'll be pushing you out of business. So these things happen. But this is now the red ocean. The whole point is that here we have so many participants in the market. It's already an existing market. And so you are trying to crack your head to see how you can survive in this heavily invested market. Now, let's look at the blue ocean strategy. In the blue ocean strategy, the first point you are saying is create uncontested market space. What do we mean by creating uncontested market space? Leave the obvious. Go outside and find something that has not been done before. Find something that has not been done before. Even if it has been done, can you put that personal touch, add that, personal touch to the point that it's totally new and you now come up with a totally different thing that can stand on its own. I'll give an example of in Kenya, we never had that thing of mobile banking some time back, and you saw what we used to live without the mobile banking, the mobile money transfer, mobile banking, and the group. But when Safaricom brought in the M-Pesa, this is something that had not been tapped completely. It was not there, and nobody was even thinking about that. But when that idea came in, people went for it. And it created a completely different, a market that was non-existent at all. That is what we mean by creating uncontested market space. There's still a lot of room. There's still a lot of things that have not been contested. It just calls for us to put our ears on the ground and you will get to know some of these things. The ideas could be there, yes, but there possibly exists a service or a product that has not been tapped. That is what you are talking about, creating uncontested market space, a market that has not existed before. Then make the competition irrelevant. Once you get there, some of these ideas, some of them have very big secrets. I will give an example of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola have their business secret, which most people don't know. People have tried guessing how they get that chemical, whatever it is that they mix, but it is their secret. So some of these ideas have very good business secrets. They cannot be easily, and you can also patent, You can also make it very expensive for any new entrants to come on board. Some of the ideas, actually, some of them, you might have all the rights to the raw materials, and which automatically make it difficult for any person to join. But the point here is this, that once you create that uncontested market space, you will have already made the competition relevant, because you will be all alone. It is a totally new area that you have created. So you will have, this is what we are talking about. You can see, he has left this side, he has gone this side. So he's all alone enjoying. Now it's upon you now to put up possibly the barriers that will discourage these other people from joining your market. But that is where competition becomes irrelevant, because you are all alone and you don't have anybody to compete with for the goodies, because it is an uncontested market space. It was not there. You have just created it. So all these people will come to you. But you have to make sure that you supply value. So what will make these people come to you? Differentiation and low cost. That is what we call value. Differentiation, people want to get quality. Remember here we said under a red ocean strategy, people, the businessmen either pursue differentiation or low cost. This side, when we talk about blue ocean, it's differentiation and low cost. Quality, provide quality, and value for money. Value for money. Value for money. This is where entrepreneurs actually are. If we are to put it in that context, here we are talking about entrepreneurship, here we are talking about normal businessmen. When you find yourself in a business that is heavily infested by other business fellows supplying the same stuff, then you are just a normal businessman. But in a blue ocean strategy, we talk of entrepreneurs who come up with very good ideas that will offer solutions at a very affordable cost. Value for your money. And you can see value innovation, yes, new ideas. We talk about new ideas that solve problems, solutions that improve living standards. There should be a reason why these are the uncontested market, this new market will prefer doing business with you. There must be a reason. What could that reason be? Either you are solving their problem, improving their living standards, you're making life better. So it is this value that will attract the non-customers. Remember, you didn't have customers. So supply, just get something right, what they want, and they will flow. And once you solve their problem, once you improve their living standard, they will keep on talking, and people will come and test your product. I've given you a very good example of M-Pesa, and it was a very good innovation that has created value in all facets of human life. And you see what is happening. They are all over now in all fields, and people are actually, it's almost a necessity. You can't detach yourself from that particular service. That is what we are talking about. So if it's something that is providing value, people will come, and you will, demand will just be there, because people will want that particular solution. And that is what we mean by blue ocean strategy. So blue ocean, simply, if you want to do away with this competition, cutthroat competition, I don't know, guerrilla warfare, all these terms, these new terms of simply, let's think of creative and innovative ideas. Let's put them into practice and go for them up to the very end. Now, in the blue market, you can see this man. We are talking about venturing into areas where we can make money without hassle. And we've said it is not that hassle-free. Hassle-free. There must be value that you are creating. It is this value that will attract people, and it will attract people in numbers. Why? Because people prefer solutions. They want solution, better solution. They want improved living standards. So before you get this and you don't have anybody else to share with this money, don't have anybody else to share with this, to share with the fortunes that you get here in the water, then it may simply be, you don't have somebody to share because you are all alone. Remember, it is you who ventured and chose to go a totally different direction, while others were going this direction, doing things that are obvious for a market that is already established. You chose to go to an untapped market. And when you offer value, you will have all the day to catch all the fish because they will be coming for value. So it's your duty to know what the fish want and then give them what they want, and they will come for you. I think I can repeat that, but I will repeat in the next slide. So, key components of a successful blue ocean shift. What do we need to go to the blue ocean? Number one, perspective. Open your mind to what could be instead of limiting it to what is. People think of what is happening. We are constrained to think about what is already existing. We want to think about an existing market. We want to benchmark on an existing, when you talk about environmental analysis, you want to talk about what is already existing. Can you go out of your way if you want to go the blue ocean way? Can you go out of your way and find something for these people which has never been done for them and they could be in need of it? So open your mind to what could be. What if we do this? As opposed to what is already being done. That's where the problem is. Most of us think of what is already there. So we just want to get a share of what is already there. That way, we will just be like any other business. We will join the bandwagon and start competing and applying all those cutthroat kind of strategies. The best is to think outside, open your mind so that you can think outside on this untapped market. There is always an untapped market. We have not come to the end of the world. You could be the next idea there. So think about that. Open your mind and think of what could be. Then, once you have thought of what could be, have practical tools for market creation with proper guidance on how to apply them. Remember, now this is a new thing altogether. You have to create your own market. You have to create your own market. You need to have the practical tools. It's not easy. On the other side of the reds, the market is already established. So you are not creating, you're only presenting your goods. But remember, so many other people are presenting their goods. Blue side, you have to create that market. There's a lot of advertising, there's a lot of production failures, just the journey that is associated with an entrepreneur. So go through that, have the necessary tools that will help you establish and create awareness in the market. And once people test your product and they feel that there's some value addition, they will definitely come for your products. The other key thing that you need, we talked of 3 key components. Perspective is your attitude and how your perception on things. And then this is about the plan and provision of the necessary tools for implementation. And then confidence. It is not a journey for the faint-hearted. Blue is not a journey for the faint-hearted. Remember, this is an untapped market. You are creating something from zero. So make sure that you have a team that is confident, a team that is patient, a team that is willing to learn, a team that will be with you we say through thick and thin. They should be confident in the process that one day it will deliver results, because the results are not going to be delivered in day one. Normal businessmen, the day they open the shop doors, that is the same day they'll start selling, because the market is already available. But for Blue Ocean, the market was not there. So it's not a matter of you just opening and the shop, the doors of the shop, and people start. No, they don't know. You have to create awareness. It takes time. So there has to be confidence in your team. And what are we saying here? That have humanness in the process. It builds people's confidence to own and drive the process for effective execution. Your staff will expect this confidence, and the outsiders, all the stakeholders will expect this confidence. It is what will basically attract them. These three things are very important when we talk about a blue ocean. Traits of a blue ocean strategist. Do you want to become a blue oceanist? Number one, ask yourself this question. For a change, you ask yourself with the intention of changing towards the better. So do you take the industry conditions as given, or do you reshape them in your favor? Now, for the blue oceanists, they do reshape the industry conditions in their favor. They don't take what the industry presents to them as it presents to them. They take what the industry conditions, they take the conditions that are prevailing in the environment, and they reshape them to their favor. That is the uniqueness that we are talking about. Being able to see ahead of other people and providing something that has not been provided before. And that is what will attract that untapped market. That, this is a new thing. We've never thought of having it this way, and you have presented it the exact way we want. So if you want to be an ocean strategist, if you want to make a competition irrelevant, number one, don't take the industry conditions as given. Instead, reshape them. Add that personal touch. Add that uniqueness. We talked of an open mind. Put something on it so that you can come up with a totally unique idea, and that uniqueness is what will make competition irrelevant. There will be reasons, hundreds and ones of reasons that will make clients or customers want to do business with you as opposed to the others, so that the others have no option other than just watching you. You can see what is happening. This is already making competition relevant. You are on a totally different channel, that you are not on the same platform with these other guys. You see, they are running, and for you, what are you doing? You are on a, I don't know, that is a rocket or I don't know what. So that is what we are talking about. So that they are on their own. They are competing amongst themselves. The four are competing amongst themselves, and you are on a totally different media or channel. So, number two, do you try to beat competition, or do you make competition irrelevant? If you want to be a blue oceanist, then what should be on your head is making competition irrelevant. Come up with a better tool that will set you far or aside from the competition. Let them run as you do your stuff in a different way, so that you are not sharing the same path. This is very important, and this just doesn't just come. It calls for uniqueness, it calls for personal touch, it calls for an open mind. And all those things that we talked about, resilience and everything. So only entrepreneurs who come up with new ideas and are ready to take risks that will enjoy this. Number three, the third question you need to ask yourself if you want to be a blue ocean is to make competition irrelevant. Do you focus on creating and capturing new demand, or do you focus on fighting over existing customers? If this is where your concentration is, focusing on fighting over existing customers, then you are a red oceanist. You just continue thinking of strategies to outwit your competitors at that level, because fight for the existing customer. But for a blue oceanist, he will go out of his way and create a new market for himself. Do you focus on creating and capturing new demand? Create a new market for himself. Untapped market for himself. A market that has never been tapped. So that he will start by creating awareness and tell them, hey, this I can provide you in a product that you've never made before, and it will best satisfy your needs. And you will see these people, once they test and they confirm, they will come in numbers. So where are you? Are you in this category, people who focus on fighting over existing customers with the other competitors, or have you focused on creating this untapped, on capturing this untapped market? If you are focused on capturing the untapped market, then you are on your way to making competition irrelevant. And once you get that, please create the barriers so that you can enjoy them for as long as it takes. Create the barriers so that you can enjoy that opportunity for as long as it takes. Now, this is just as by the way, the role of marketing: to identify customers, to satisfy customers, and to retain customers. Understand what customer wants, identify whom to target and how to reach them, make the right product or service available to the right people at the right time, make everyone feel better off from the exchange, give customers a reason to keep coming back, find new opportunities to win their business. I think this is good, and this applies to both. Understand customer wants and needs. A blue oceanist will do that. Identify whom to target and how to reach them. But here we are saying whom to target and how to reach them. Go for the untapped market, untapped demand. For the red oceanists, they will go for an existing market, a certain segment in the existing market. I think that's where the difference comes in. So understand customer wants and needs, and then identify whom to target and how to reach them. So strive to know what they want, put in that personal touch, the uniqueness, and go for what has not been provided by all the existing competitors. Come up with something, a unique touch, a personal touch. I think that is very important, and then the rest will just flow. Number 4. This is number 4. Very important. Do you simultaneously pursue differentiation and low cost, or do you make a value cost trade-off? We've said, if you are a blue oceanist, then pursue what? Differentiation and low cost. Differentiation and low cost. Value for their money, for the client's money, and quality will go together. But when we talk about the normal businessmen, this is for entrepreneurs who are now the blue oceanists. But for the normal businessmen will either go for differentiation and charge premium, or go for low cost and enjoy the numbers. So they have to go for either differentiation or low cost. And this is work of a scholar who has done great works. It's called generic model. It's part of our work that is universally accepted. So entrepreneurs will look at value and quality and value for money. And that's when we say differentiation and low cost. Thank you. I hope that tells you something, that just check on your business. Where are you? If you want to make competition irrelevant, now start thinking outside. Start thinking of the untapped markets. Start thinking of the new things. Start thinking of the opportunities that have not been tapped. Competition will be relevant. But if you continue doing what others are doing, then competition will be a lifelong nightmare. It will be there to haunt you. If you just relax a bit, the competitor takes it. The choice is yours. Have an open mind. Make your business competition free. Go where others have not gone. Thank you. Our web address is www.globalpointconsultants.com. Once you are there, you will get our contacts and you can reach us at your most opportune time. Thank you.